Thank you, Rishika, for setting the tone for today's discussions and highlighting the growing opportunities for Indo-French collaboration in the state. We would now like to play a short video on investment opportunities in Madhya Pradesh for French investors. Can we please play the video?
Where infinite possibilities meet boundless opportunities. If you see the nation's largest solar and hydropower plants exist alongside one another on Narmada River. If you're passing through Asia's longest high-speed automotive testing track. If you find more than 300 pharma and medical devices or medtech companies in one land and medicines being exported to 160 countries. If you witness a thriving agricultural ecosystem that produces 27% of India's organic crops and as many as 11 agro-climatic zones, which is the highest in the nation. If you're exploring a vast industrial land bank of more than 1 lakh acres, if you're not facing land and labor issues at all, if you're finding ample raw material for cotton, silk, and man-made fiber. If you meet talent from India's first global skills park, IIT, IIM, NID, NIFT, MANET, and many prestigious institutions near you. If you have access to multiple airstrips and 8 world-class airports for connectivity and doing business with ease. If you see a defense hub emerging. If natural resources are in abundance and readily available at your factory's doorstep. If you're awed by World Heritage sites. Wildlife around you and blessed by spiritual, divine destinations symbolizing India's timeless traditions. If you're looking to expand your business in an ecosystem that offers unparalleled ease and comprehensive support from the government. If you experience dynamic leadership and investor-centric policies, creating an ecosystem for the next industrial revolution. When you find infinite possibilities align in one place, you know you are in Madhya Pradesh, the heart of India. Today, these possibilities are shaping a new momentum in Indo-French collaboration. As India and France deepen their strategic partnership, Madhya Pradesh is positioned for the next phase of investment and industrial growth, building on decades of trust and a shared vision for innovation and sustainable growth.
Madhya Pradesh is not just where we operate, it's where we belong. With the continued support of MPIDC and Government of Madhya Pradesh, we look forward to deepening our roots and growing together.
MP is moving from a resource-driven economy to an investment-driven economy. It's a nice transition, positive transition happening in MP. And we at Dassault Systems, we are fortunate that we are associated with manufacturing companies, its ecosystem, and also with education institutions across Madhya Pradesh.
Bringing together France's technology and innovation strengths and Madhya Pradesh's scale and manufacturing capabilities. Across renewable energy, aerospace and defense, healthcare, textiles, and agro-processing, Indo-French collaboration is opening new opportunities in Madhya Pradesh's growing industrial ecosystem. Backed by progressive policies, ready infrastructure, plug-and-play land, seamless logistics, and strong investor facilitation, Madhya Pradesh offers an ecosystem built for growth. Leading French companies are already investing and growing here. As India and France advance their collaboration, Madhya Pradesh is shaping the next chapter of this strategic partnership for infinite possibilities.
We would now move to a special presentation on doing business in Madhya Pradesh. Before we start with this presentation, we would have another video play on the screen on MP tourism.
When I open my eyes to a day of glee, nature's abode is where I want to be. Enchanted by its scenic charms, I desire to bask in its blissful arms. When the going gets tough and triumph upholds, I wish to rejoice my victories amidst the brave and the bold. The adventure then unveils, and to the courageous roars and soaring hopes, I bow down and hail. For the times when the spirit is at peace, I seek the divine, and uncertainty I seize. Purity. Power. Passion and pleasure. The feelings that reside within are all I want to treasure. Beauty, adventure, peace and culture are my inner call.
थोड़ा कल्पना कीजिए ओनली इमेजिनेशन फिर बोलते समझ गए तो आठ नहीं समझे तो मॉडर्न आर्ट आप लोग घूम रहे भेड़ा खा
I am the heart, and I desire it all. मध्य प्रदेश, सब कुछ जो दिल चाहे.
That was a beautiful video. May I now invite Mr. Raghavendra Kumar Singh, Principal Secretary, Department of Industrial Policy Investment Promotion, Government of Madhya Pradesh, for his presentation and to address the gathering. May we have a huge round of applause, please.
Vande Mataram. Welcome to this Indo-French Chamber of Commerce program with MPIDC, and welcome the French delegation from different companies. So I am here to make the case for investment in Madhya Pradesh. As you may be aware that the Indo-French relationship is very strong in economics and trade. There are more than 7,000 plus French companies based in India, and they employ around 450,000 persons in our country. India is France's 13th largest trading partner, and France is 9th largest investor in India in FDI. Major FDI sectors for India and France is IT and digital services, pharmaceuticals, automobile, food processing, renewable energy, and capital goods. The total bilateral merchandise trade is around 20 billion, 10.95 billion US dollars from India to France, and $9.06 billion from France to India. Top exports from Madhya Pradesh to France. Basically, we export around $290 million worth of goods from Madhya Pradesh. Basically, pharmaceuticals around 1/4, nuclear reactors, boilers, machinery and mechanical appliances at 22%, residue from waste of food industries. For animal food, it is around 20%. Aluminium and articles is around 11%. Made up textile at 12%. Road, vehicle, motor parts and other miscellaneous sectors around 10%. And the year-on-year export from Madhya Pradesh is growing from $228 million in March 22. It has risen to $289 million in March-April 2025. Major French companies who are there in Madhya Pradesh, Cadius, Decathlon, Sista, Vernet, Eden, Word of Energy, and Pernod Ricard. Now, why one should invest in Madhya Pradesh? So, just to give you a glimpse of this. So, we are centrally and strategically located. If you see the India's map, and we cover in between a radius of 500 kilometers, we cover almost more than 50% of India's consumer market. We have abundance of skilled manpower in our state at a very low cost and zero man days lost. No labor related problems and no opportunity lost in case of Madhya Pradesh. We are leading producers of diamond, copper, manganese, limestone and different materials. We are a power surplus state with more than 31 gigawatt of electricity, and a very significant chunk of around 20% is from renewable energy sources. We have abundance of water supply at a very, very affordable rate. We have around 1,000 million cubic meter of industrial water supply. Robust infrastructure. We have 8 airports, 5 economic corridors, and more than 100,000 acres of industrial land readily available to be given to the investors. You see the location. We have a great ease of connectivity. We have market linkages with different ports and different parts of India, and we have linkages all across the value chain. We have multimodal logistic parks in Madhya Pradesh, inland container depots, 8 airports, and 22 big railway junctions. And if you see the map, you will find that from north to south and from east to west, Madhya Pradesh it has the locational advantage at the center of India. Next, I come to investors' confidence. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi Sahab, when he was having a free trade agreement with Britain, he talked about ease of doing business, confidence of doing business, and speed of doing business. So you will see, you will find Madhya Pradesh has always been one amongst the best in ease of doing business and business reform action plans, reduction of compliances. We have been the top achievers in this sector. We are fully integrated with the national single window system, fully digitized and multi-agency approvals in a very consolidated and unified clearance system has been adopted there. We have a GIS-based land allotment system, very transparent online procedure where you can have your allotment even from abroad. We have a system where the investment promotion assistance and different benefits are transferred in a very transparent manner effectively through direct benefit transfer mode through the network. We have gone for big compliance simplification and reduction in the labor, environment, fire safety, and different others. So reducing the compliance burden drastically. Now investors have also shown confidence in Madhya Pradesh just because of the fact you just see the incentive disbursal in FY25 was around more than half a billion dollar. We have rapid project grounding. One of our projects, which was the laying foundation stone laying, was in November, September, and that project is going to be started in 15th of July. Similarly, one project which was foundation stone was laid in November 24. The project is going to be started in a few days in May. So just in 1 year, one and quarter a year, we start our projects very rapidly. We have strong connection, and you were seeing the MP tourism advertisement, and you were seeing that you have whatever you think, you believe, what is there in your dreams, everything is there in MP. The line they, the catch line they say, "Sab kuch jo dil chahe," whatever you want, that is there in Madhya Pradesh, and whosoever comes to Madhya Pradesh remains as a citizen of Madhya Pradesh. And so we have repeated investment from same company. So I will show you some of the examples there. Honorable Prime Minister sir launched 18th new pro-business multi-industry policies. 18th new policies were launched in GIS 25. And you see there is industry policy, MSME policy, export promotion policy, logistic policy, policies in the sectors of AVGC, IT, ITES, ESDM, etc. So you will find almost every sector has been covered in these policies. Now, what are the policy supports if we deep dive in industrial promotion policy? You find that your capital subsidy, which is given based on plant and machinery investment from your side, it can be up to 40%. If your project is below 80-85 crore Indian rupees, your capital subsidy will be around 40%. If your project is at higher side, then the subsidy amount goes percentage-wise lower. Over capital subsidy, we have adopted a procedure of going for employment-related multiple. And this multiple can go up to 1.5 times whatever capital subsidy you are getting. We have export multiple of up to 1.3. You can go up to 1.3 times the capital subsidy. Priority areas where there is no industrialization or less industrialization, you will get a multiple of around 1.3. If you are going for a foreign direct investment, the multiple can go up to 1.2. We are also very cautious about development with environment protection, and we give around 50% of 50% support for green industrialization. We have in our export policy 50% support for export freight. That will be in Indian rupees. So for every year it will be around 40 lakhs capping. That is around 4 million Indian rupees. And it can go up to around 20 million Indian rupees in 5 years. We have given support to R&D for their expenditure. Around 25% support is given there. Industrial housing we support around 40% for VGF. And we have customized mega industry support where Cabinet Committee on Investment Promotion, which is headed by Honorable Chief Minister, incidentally who happens to be Industry Minister also in case of Madhya Pradesh, he supports a lot these initiatives. So for some of the specific chosen sectors, it is if the project is beyond 75 crore Indian rupees, you can get beyond the policies, you can get support beyond the policies. Tailor-made support can be given to you. In some of the sectors, it is mega project definition covers investment of more than 250 crores of Indian rupees, and in some sectors it is more than 500 crores is covered under mega project. I want to mention that we give 50% fixed capital expenses support for private sector related industrial areas. If some private company wants to go for a private industrial area, we give 50% fixed capital expenses support, 100% stamp duty exemption, and 50% green industrialization support. Areas of collaboration which may be between Madhya Pradesh and French companies, that may be in food processing and agribusiness. I will come with some details in next slides. You can go into automobile components and EV supply chain, in textile and fashion, renewable energy and solar manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, APIs and healthcare, engineering, industrial automation and electric equipment. These are sectors where we can have great collaboration. Coming to food processing and agribusiness sector, so Madhya Pradesh is the largest wheat exporter in country. So that is the first thing. Leading state in horticulture production, third largest in milk production. Then we have marketable milk surplus around 30 million kg per day. Fishes production is 3.5 lakh metric ton, that's very high. And we have 8 food parks spread over more than 500 acres of land, 5 agro-processing clusters, 2 mega food parks spread over 115 acres of land, 2 spice park. New policy for agri-processing is underway. Now the key policy provisions that are there, I have already told about the basic industrial promotion policy in previous slides. In case of if you are going for food processing, you are going to get a multiple of 1.5. That will be 1.5 times the industrial promotion assistance which we are getting in any other sector. You will have a power tariff reimbursement of rupee 1 per unit for 5 years. Mandi fee exemption, 100% exemption for 5 years. Quality certification incentives will be there. And just see the name of some of the companies, Amul, Balaji, Agash, Kraft, Capital Foods, Adani Wilmar, ITC, etc. So big companies are already there in this sector. Coming to automobile and allied sectors, Natrex, Asia's longest high-speed testing track is there. There are 14 specialized test tracks, 5 automotive specific labs are there. We have 5 auto manufacturing. Madhya Pradesh is one amongst the 5 best auto manufacturing clusters in India. Leader in manufacturing of commercial vehicles and farm equipment. We are focused on next-gen mobility with EV facilities. Big projects are coming in this sector. We have presence of multimodal logistic park in Madhya Pradesh. We have more than 30 original equipment manufacturers, more than 200 auto component manufacturers, and more than 1,000 equipment manufacturers there in Madhya Pradesh. Now, there is a specific policy support for EV manufacturing. EV multiple is available at 1.3 times the investment promotion assistance. You will get testing facility support, around 50% of your investment, quality certification incentive, and concession in development charges. Big companies like JK Tyre, Mahle, Volvo, Eicher, Mahindra, and others are there in Madhya Pradesh. Coming to textile and fashion, so India's largest PM Mitra Park, which has an area of more than 2,100 acres. It will be one of the biggest projects in entire country. It will deploy more than 100,000 per direct and more than 300,000 per indirect employment. It will support around 500,000 farmers at different level. Madhya Pradesh is the fifth largest cotton producer. Extra long staple cotton suitable for textile grows in Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh is the largest organic cotton producer in the entire world, around 47% of India and 24% of the world. We have more than 60 large textile mills, more than 50 technical textile mills, and we have big presence of ready-made garment clusters, plug-and-play infrastructure, and design institutes. Now, the key policy provisions in this sector, we, apart from these things I have already mentioned in our investment promotion assistance for general industry, and beyond that, you will get 5% interest subvention for 5 years on your loan. Apparel training institute support will be given. For garment, footwear, toys and accessory, we go beyond these supports. And employment generation assistance is given. That will be around 5,000 rupees in Indian rupees term per month per employee for 5 years. Interest subsidy 5% on term loans for 7 years. Training and skill development support will be there. Apparel training institute support will be there, and power tariff reimbursement of rupee 1 for 5 years, 100% reimbursement of stamp duty and registration charges. So this is beyond the policy for garment, footwear, toys and accessories. Next, I will say something regarding pharmaceuticals, medical devices, healthcare, API, bulk drugs, etc. So around 20% of states' export is accounted for by the pharmaceuticals, and we are one amongst the largest in the entire country. Presence of WHO, GMP, US FDA compliant units in Madhya Pradesh. We have a dedicated medical devices park spread over more than 360 acres in Vikram Udyogpuri, Ujjain. We have more than 300 plus pharma units in the state, more than 30 plus units in API, bulk drugs, 57 medical devices manufacturers. We have more than 2,700 private hospitals and more than 12,000 government healthcare facilities. We have indigenous medicine, 9 colleges are there, and 800 Ayush health wellness care centers are there. More than 770 dispensaries related to Ayush, indigenous medicine. Now there are key policy provisions for this also. In case of APIs and bulk drug, we give you a multiple of 1.3. We also give you R&D assistance in tune of 50% support, in-house R&D support. Testing facility support is there. Quality certification incentive is there. In case of medical devices also, we give you a multiplier of 1.3. R&D assistance support and testing facility support is given. Now see the name. Teva, Cipla, Glenmark, Lupin, Sun Pharma, Ipca, Mylan, and Torrent. Almost everyone of who's who is there in Madhya Pradesh. In case of IT, ITES, ESDM, GCC, and AVGC, we have a big support. Madhya Pradesh was the first state in the entire country to have a dedicated global capability center policy. We have 5 IT-related special economic zones, more than 15 IT parks, more than 2,000 IT ITS units, and more than 50 large IT companies which are there in Madhya Pradesh. We have 300 plus colleges offering technical education, 50,000 plus technical graduates annually are there in Madhya Pradesh, including UG, PG, and diploma holders. The key policy provisions among these sectors is speed, that is seed fund grant, startup capital fund, bank loan support, assistance on investment, and reimbursement for product development, R&D, branding, and technology transfer, entrepreneurs in residence and patent assistance. The big companies like TCS, the Infosys, the Emphasis, Cognizant, Infobeans, Accenture, etc. are there in Madhya Pradesh. Coming to new and renewable energy sector, India's first mega solar power plant was established in eastern part of Madhya Pradesh, that is Riva, which supports Delhi Metro at this point of time. We produce around 750 megawatts of electricity there. We have first power and renewable energy equipment manufacturing zone, which has been established on more than 1600 plus acres, and it has got investment worth more than 50,000 crores of Indian rupees. We have largest floating solar project of 278 megawatt, which has been commissioned near Omkareshwar in western part of Madhya Pradesh, Khandwa district, and it will be expanded to 600 megawatt. India's largest pump hydro power project is going to be established. That will be 920 megawatts in Neemuch. So, the state is coming up with national level testing labs for wind and solar equipment. Sanchi has been declared as the India's first solar city, entirely based on solar. And the target which we have given ourselves in wind power, solar power, and RE storage capacity has been mentioned here. So big companies, NTPC naturally the biggest in entire country, Tata Power, Greenco, Knoxwood Renew. So big companies are there in this particular sector. You have seen the tourism video. I have nothing to say beyond that, but we have 3 UNESCO World Heritage sites, Sanchi, Bhimbetka, and Khajuraho. We have 14 more heritage sites which are there in the UNESCO World Heritage Site, which will be given the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in a very few months or years. We have 2 Jyotirlingas related to Lord Shiva, Mahakalok in Ujjain and Omkareshwar in Khandwa. We have largest number of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. We are known as Tiger State, Leopard State, Ghadial State, Cheetah State, and Vulture State. So we have the highest population of these species here. We are one of the most promising filming destination. We have facilitated more than 350 major films and web series projects here. State is going to host one of the biggest events on earth, that will be Singers 2028. State has got different national tourism award for best tourism state, best film friendly state, best adventure state, innovative tourism destination, best heritage city. Wall Street Journal has included Bandhavgarh, Khajuraho, and Panna from Madhya Pradesh in the list of must visit destination for 2024. These are the hospitality sector giants which are there. Taj Group is there, Radisson, the Lalit, the Ramada, the Fortune, the Sayaji, and others. So we have also trying our best, and we are getting good support in aerospace and defense sector. We are significantly located away from international market. So thing which was going to be which was supposed to be a shortcoming from Madhya Pradesh, being in the center of the country, gives you the biggest opportunity for aerospace and defense sectors. We have India's first privately owned small arms manufacturing unit at Malanpur in Bhind, that is the northern part of Madhya Pradesh. We have strong market access and reachability. I have already told you regarding within 500 kilometers, more than 50% of country comes in that particular sector. We are going to have first drone school in Gwalior. We have more than 100 plus engineering ancillary components units in Madhya Pradesh near Indore, that is the western part. MP is very rich in resources, essential minerals, and look at this picture. You will get molybdenum, copper, aluminium, manganese, dolomite, pyrophyllite, uranium, ochre. Everything is there in Madhya Pradesh. Steel roll mills are there. They are here. Advanced testing facilities access is there. We have rare earth and titanium theme park with R&D facility and availability of proof ranges in different sectors of Madhya Pradesh. So these are some of the companies which are present there in Madhya Pradesh. Now we have also attracted a good chunk of foreign direct investment in previous years. The proposed investment is in tune of more than $1 billion per dollar. We are going to have more than 3,500 per direct employment, and two times of it will be indirect employment. We have already allocated the industrial land, and some of the big companies, Canadian big company, Macon is there, then Helion from Great Britain is there, then Topan from Japan is there. So these are the big companies which have already invested in Madhya Pradesh. Now, I want to show you the kind of legacy of trust and repeat investment. What I was saying, if you come to Madhya Pradesh, you will become part and parcel of Madhya Pradesh. So see some of the companies, Ultratech, which was established in 1980, they have 6 units in Madhya Pradesh. Volvo Eicher Commercial, they have 8 units in Madhya Pradesh. They started their business in 1986. In 8 different tranches, they are investing around $1 billion. Lupin Pharma, they have 4 units in Madhya Pradesh. Sun Pharma have 3 units in Madhya Pradesh. Vardhman Textile have 5 units in Madhya Pradesh. And Trident have 6 units in Madhya Pradesh. In case you come to Madhya Pradesh, this becomes your estate. You become part and parcel of Madhya Pradesh. Thank you very much for listening me out. And this presentation will be given to all of you. Any questions, any queries regarding this, we are here to answer you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing valuable insights into Madhya Pradesh's investment ecosystem, policy initiatives, and the state's vision for industrial growth and global partnerships. We would now move to our next presentation. May I now invite Mr. Armstrong Pame, Joint Secretary, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India, for his remarks on the upcoming Bharat Innovates initiative, envisioned as a platform fostering investments, innovation partnerships, and structured industry engagement. Sorry for the technical glitch. As we figure this out, we would like to move to the next section of our program, We would have the panel discussion on unlocking Madhya Pradesh policy, partnerships, and pathways for sustainable investment. We are delighted to have with us an esteemed panel representing leading French companies. May I invite our moderator for the session, Ms. Axel Blanchard, Deputy Head of the French Regional Economic Department for India and South Asia, and Counselor for Industry, Services and Digital Economy, Embassy of France in India. Joining her on the panel will be Mr. Jean-Marc Leclerc, CEO, India Soufflé Malt, Dr. Kali Ranjan, Managing Director, EDF Nuclear Projects, Mr. Nakul Verma, Senior Director, Public Affairs, Sanofi, and Mr. Aditya Vidyarthi, Director, Cities and Public Services, Dassault Systems. May I request all panelists to join us on stage, and can we have a huge round of applause before we start with the discussion? May we request you to take your seats according to the photos on the screen? Axel? Can we have the panel slide on the screen?
Yes, it works. So just in the interest of time, we have 30 minutes, so I suggest my fellow panelists to be on point and to state what they want to say today. So I'm extremely delighted to be here with you on what promised to be a very exciting panel with some of the company representatives that will actually unveil their expression of interest later this afternoon. And I think we have a great diversity of sectors. We are actually covering most of the sectors we just got presented with, so good choice of panelists today, and congrats to the IFKI team as well as the MP authorities, and welcome to all of you. So as you see, the discussion will focus on ways to unlock further the potential of the state of Madhya Pradesh along the different sectors Principal Secretary Mr. Singh just presented us with. So in the interest of time, we'll just dive into it. I will not introduce myself further. I think the IFKI colleague did a very good job there. Just to say that the French embassy is also represented through general consulates across India. We have colleagues, I have one colleague joining from Mumbai, and we also have colleagues in Bangalore, and you have further consulates in Pondicherry, Chennai, and Kolkata, to be precise. So enough speaking on my side. So on the first round of questions, we would discuss industrial modernization as well as how to foster sustainable manufacturing and production. Farming also will cover. Let me go straight to Dassault Systèmes, Mr. Vidyarthi. So MP aims to increase industrial contribution to the state GDP to over 5.4 lakh crore by 2028, 2029. How can a company like yours help modernize and develop industrial clusters in the state? Thank you.
Thank you, Axel, and thank you, IFKI. Thank you, everyone, for giving me this opportunity to answer this. So before I answer, I'll just take a few seconds to introduce Dassault Systems. The easiest way I can introduce Dassault Systems is the word imagine. And when you imagine, what do you think? You build dreams, you build visions in your mind. So we are a virtual first company, which means that before you do anything in this world, you means the industries do anything in this world, because you have to get it right the first time. You cannot produce waste, you cannot go wrong, you cannot produce bad quality, wrong quantity. So you have to do it the first time. And to do it right, you have to do it virtually first. As they say, the cost of doing mistakes on computers is 0. There is always an undo button, right? In life, there is no undo otherwise. So just to answer, how can we increase the competitiveness? I think, first of all, why set a low ambition for a state like Madhya Pradesh, right? When you've got power surplus, when you've got land, you've got so much of potential, I think the appetite has to be very, very high. And I was very delighted to see the presentation from Shri Principal Secretary Sir. And one thing which came out very, very remarkably is that the government is leaving no stones unturned to give the physical infrastructure, to give electricity, to give water, everything, corridors. So a company like Dassault Systems, I did not say only Dassault Systems, as a responsible company, as a responsible French company, we must give knowledge infrastructure, technology infrastructure, and more than that, the idea is to sustain over a period of many years so that it is not about building the ship and throwing the ship into the sea. We must be also able to navigate the ship for multiple years, give a clear direction. So all the small and medium enterprises today, what they need today from a company like us is somebody who can hold their hand, give them a clear direction, and hook them onto the larger supply chains. The moment you are hooked onto a larger supply chain, your balance sheets automatically change, right? Your revenues definitely change. So this is what we can do as a support to the industrial policy from the state.
Yeah, thank you very much. I know it's a good panel because we start with you have to imagine things. I love it. So it's good to imagine, but also, you know, when you talk about sustainable industry and manufacturing, you have to look into energy consumption and needs. So I think I have the best panelists for that. So I'll turn to you, Dr. Sivananda. As Managing Director for EDF Nuclear Project, how do you see nuclear cooperation between India and France? It's a long-standing cooperation, right? You have cooperation on both big reactors as well as SMRs, more and more. And we know India has definitely quite an ambitious target of 100 gigawatts of nuclear energy by 2047. So how do you see the cooperation going forward?
Good afternoon, everyone. Just to give a brief introduction about my company, EDF is a French company operating more than 66 nuclear reactors across the world. And out of that, 58 reactors are under operation in France itself. And France is fed by nuclear energy for more than 75% of the total capacity. Having said that, coming back to India, there is a strong Indo-French strategic civil nuclear cooperation existing. And EDF as a company fully owned by Government of France is fully committed to this cooperation agreement. EDF has been in India for quite a long time in various sectors, but in nuclear, we are working closely with the Department of Atomic Energy and Government of India for 6 reactors to be built in Maharashtra. And EDF as a company has got the largest capacity reactors in the world. That is, single reactor can generate 1650 megawatt. So the Jetapur project, which is in Maharashtra, is slated to have 6 such reactors, which means from one location, you will be generating almost equal to 10 gigawatt of energy. Coming back to Madhya Pradesh, I could see from the booklets what is given to us that more than 60% of Madhya Pradesh energy sources are from thermal, coal-based or oil-based sources, which means there is a lot of scope for decarbonization in India and in Madhya Pradesh specifically. Having said that, recent past, we could come across that the government of Madhya Pradesh is already opening out the nuclear power projects to be launched in Madhya Pradesh by various players. To just give a background, both French government and EDF is very happy to note that Government of India has enacted a new act, which is Shanti Act, in December 2025 recently, which has opened out the nuclear participation from the private investors, which means till December 2025, the sector was under Government of India, and now it is open to private participation, like what has happened in thermal industry and renewable industry. So this is going to open out in a big way. And if you just look at the volume of business which is coming out, today the total capacity which is existing in India is about 8.78 gigawatt. And government has put a very huge target for the industry to reach 100 gigawatt by 2047, which means the growth is almost 12 times of existing capacity. Having said this kind of growth, the industry has to get ready for reaching that target. So one is the investment to the technology. Another one is the ecosystem development, nuclear ecosystem development. So as EDF, we have different designs. One is anyway 1650 megawatt large reactor, which certainly requires coastal sites, which MP may not be able to give us. But certainly we have 400 megawatt small modular reactors which are under development. And these reactors can be placed anywhere, wherever it is required, even in MP. And when we call small modular reactors, it's going to be the generation 4 technology, which will also require less amount of water, which serves the purpose of putting up anywhere, wherever we require. So I'm sure Indo-French collaboration in the civil nuclear sector is going to grow a lot, and MP as a state can certainly look for EDF for a continuous support on developing the nuclear ecosystem in terms of supply chain development, in terms of human capital development, because MP has got IITs, IIMs, and various technical institutes which are very essential for the research and development, as well as the requirement of human capital for the nuclear industry to grow.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I think you highlighted both nuclear cooperation as also a historic part of the Indo-French collaboration, but also an avenue for the future. So thank you for that. And we'll also come back on the human capital part, which is definitely important. So to close this first round, let me turn to you, Jean-Marc Leclerc, CEO India of Soufflet Malt. Your activities is linking agriculture, which still represents around 40% of economic growth in the state of Madhya Pradesh, together with also industry processes. So what does a company like Soufflet Malt need to grow business and build also on a local supply chain? And can you share any good business or legal practices for the audience, for authorities today? Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So first, I would like to give you some information about our group, because we are very upstream of the supply chain and not known by the public, generally speaking. So InVivo Group is a union of cooperatives in France, which has affiliated over the years 300,000 farmers. It's making that InVivo Group is 50% of the French farm. So our subsidiary, Soufflet Malt, is a world leader in malt production worldwide. We have dream for India. You were talking about imagination. So we have dream for India. My global CEO is always asking me, what is your dream for India? So my dream for India is to be able to contract 75,000 farmers. Wow. And to do what? To grow the noble barley, the malting barley. In India, it was grown up to we start our program, only feed barley for the cattle. We have developed a fully made in India ecosystem, developing variety, multiplication of seeds and contract farming with a quality which is really the same as the best European variety to serve locally our clients. So we have two legs. One is agriculture, and the second one is industrial. Last year, my board has confirmed a huge amount of investment for India. And during the presence of Emmanuel Macron in February, we confirmed the first phase at 1,200 crore to develop an industry in India. So, but this investment is only possible if we build a fully bulk supply chain based on the development of our barley through a contract farming program. So we call it Prosperity Program. And I cannot go too much into detail, but if I'm here today in Madhya Pradesh, it's because I trust we can build, with the support of the government, a fully bulk ecosystem based on contract farming with a minimum 40,000 farmers in Madhya Pradesh.
I still love this panel that where we are dreaming and, you know. So for the second part, I will not break your dream, but let's be maybe a bit more down to earth and talk about some key success factors for sustainable manufacturing, well, here in Madhya Pradesh and beyond. Obviously, one would be financing, but I know we have some colleagues that could talk about it in the room. But we will talk about healthcare. We've seen, you know, the figures and how this sector is actually a very prominent one in Madhya Pradesh. So let me turn to you, Mr. Nakul Verma from Sanofi. You recently signed earlier in May an MOU with the National Health Mission here in the States on capacity building and strengthening of the public health system in areas such as diabetes and rare diseases. Could you tell us more on the prospect of this framework to support the ambition of Madhya Pradesh, as well as, I believe, sustainable growth and more healthy work and life practices? Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Excel, and thank you, IFCI, CII, local chapter, French Embassy, and all the organizers, and greetings to everyone present here. Just a brief about Sanofi. It's an integrated healthcare company. It's an Indo-French company, if I may say. We've been present here in India for roughly 7 decades now, headquartered in Mumbai. We work across chemistry-based formulations, biologicals, and vaccines, and we have a very niche area of operations catering to genetic disorders. Large footprint in India, manufacturing facility in Goa, which produces roughly 5 billion tablets on an annual basis, an R&D center which works on repurposing of molecules, again based out of Goa, working on 32 molecules as we speak. Wide presence across the country with 2,500 distributors, and we also have partnership with leading domestic manufacturers in pharma space, Emcure, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's. A fairly large portfolio in vaccines, if I may say. So we support the National Polio Program. For those of you who don't know, we were the largest suppliers of the polio vaccine to the government of India. And we are very proud to say that every alternate child born in India receives one or the other vaccine from Sanofi. So that's the overview. As I said, before I move to the specifics of the MOU, any intervention that we're planning, we keep 3 things in mind. One, that we're not just a pharma company, as I just mentioned. We treat ourselves as an Indo-French healthcare company and try to approach issues and challenges from that context. Second, alignment with the public health priorities is critical because you need to operate in a certain socio-economic context, and therefore success depends on how relevant are you in solving the problems of the patients. And the third piece is impact at scale. We don't want to do isolated interventions wherein scalability is not available. So keeping these 3 principles in mind, we signed an MOU with the Department of Health, NHM in state of MP. And we hope to see a lot of success in this. It is in two areas where we believe we have competence and expertise, and that's in diabetes and in genetic disorders, rare diseases, two ends of the spectrum, ultra common disease, diabetes, and extremely rare diseases, lysosomal disorders. So over 70 million patients in India for diabetes. For RD, there are less than 700. So the kind of interventions that are planned are very different in terms of approaches, but the underlying themes are the same. So capacity building in both areas, and I'll just break it up. For diabetes, we intend to go to schools. I think awareness about diabetes comes in very late, and healthy lifestyle is something which needs to be adopted fairly early in our lives. So we intend to run a program which we've successfully run in other states called the KIDS program, wherein we'll go to public schools across the state and share literature which is developed by IDF, the International Diabetes Federation, about healthy habits, healthy lifestyle, include the kids below the age of 12, and then the adolescents between 12 to 16, the parents and the teachers, so that the right mindset develops to prevent occurrence of diabetes. And it's also relevant for type 1 diabetes, which inflicts the infants and the adolescents. So that's a major part of intervention. The other piece is to go into rural areas. Data is indicating that diabetes is no longer an urban phenomenon. There's a lot of occurrence of diabetes when we do testing and diagnosis in the rural areas as well. And the data for MP specifically, if you look at it, the gap is not much. So, expanding awareness, doing diagnosis, and then giving pathway for treatment in the rural areas is one of the priorities of the MOU. So we'll be deploying MMUs, mobile units, in tribal areas, in districts which are identified by NHM, initially starting with 3 districts and then ramping up across the states. So that's for diabetes piece. We'll be manning the MMUs with the doctor, with the support staff, and also providing medicines. Right? So it's a holistic solution being offered to the patients. And in rare disease space, we want to develop a hub and spoke model, wherein, we will try to develop a center of excellence in any of the designated hospitals as specified by the government of MP, and then reach out to medical colleges across the states. Train the HCPs, the pediatricians, the geneticists on how to diagnose genetic disorders. We'll also be deploying an AI-enabled software. First time we're doing it in India. MP will be the first state to partner. And therefore, we hope to see early diagnosis of patients suffering from genetic disorders. It takes 6 to 8 years to diagnose these diseases currently. We hope to compress that time. So that's broadly the scope.
Well, yeah, thank you for sharing such an holistic and ambitious approach of Sanofi. This is enlightening. Do I have 2 more minutes for a question? Or no? 1 more question? Quick one. Okay, very quick one. Yeah, because I think it's an important topic. I mentioned human capital before. I think it's something I would like to. We started dreaming, so I will, give you the ball to conclude this. So on workforce skilling, obviously, this is a key challenge to be addressed. We mentioned and we've seen that in Madhya Pradesh, you have lots of very good IITs and different institutions. And we know actually, I mean, MP, actually I learned MP spends more than 10% of the budget on education, which I think is probably a good choice, if I may say so. What's your perspective on workforce skilling through actually industry and digital, and how can a company like Dassault Systèmes help? Do you have experience to share with us to conclude the panel? Thank you.
Lovely. The most complex question to be answered in the simplest words. Yeah, that itself is a challenge. Well, the answer could be, pregnant with a lot of points, but I would keep it extremely simple. On one side, the world is becoming more and more advanced. We are getting more complex products, smarter products. On the other hand, we have got skill force, and the world is believing in de-skilling. Remember, there is a word called machine learning. And do you remember a word called AI? The world is busy de-skilling. And here is a word which we are using, the word skilling. Now think how different we are. And therefore the connecting bridge, look, everybody has the right to its opinion. So my opinion would be technology is the only bridge which would connect the learners of today for the jobs of tomorrow. If we are not connecting the technology, if we are not bringing the word called, modernization into our simple vocational thinking. Now think about last point on this. Think about a regular manufacturing organization. Back in the day, you would have, drawings that were getting copied onto the machine floor to produce something. Now we have got 3D master. The work instructions are all electronic. Now, if a machinist cannot understand that, we are not creating the workforce for the future. And this is where, as a responsible company, and again, I would say there are industrial zones and there are skilling centers and a lot of investment the government is making. We would be very happy to do something in collaboration with the rest of the companies and the local companies present here to do something extremely wonderful and meaningful for the state. So
congratulations. It was almost mission impossible, but you did it. Thank you very much. We will move on to the rest of the program. Please, a round of applause for my fellow panelists.
Thank you for this very engaging panel discussion. We would now like to invite Mr. Armstrong Pame, Joint Secretary, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India, for his remarks and a quick presentation on Bharat Innovates initiative.
Good afternoon. Greetings from the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Thank you, the Government of MP, for giving the Ministry these opportunities to make a pitch to some of our friends, delegates here, to be present for this event. This 2026 marks a very important year in the relationship between the two countries as we celebrate the Indo-France Year of Innovation. I will start with this. If this video can be played.
Following your proposal, Mr. Prime Minister, we will have this Innovation Day the day before the G7 together, led by a Franco-Indian initiative with a lot of students and researchers that we will bring together.
So this was the proposal from my Honorable Prime Minister And you just heard the response from His Excellency President Macron. And the last sentence of his, which we could not capture, was this: it is not a question of if India innovates. It's a question of who will innovate with India. To take this dream of both the head of states forward, the Ministry of Education, together with all the state government across the country, is putting up one of the boldest move ever from the Government of India's side to present some of the finest ideas outside the country. And this is so fitting because as we celebrate this Indo-France Year of Innovation, we are putting this up in a beautiful place which also hosts Sophia Antipolis, which has close to 2,600 companies. And if my knowledge serves me right, Sophia Antipolis is also one of the first innovation ecosystem in the whole of Europe. So the purpose of this event being held in a place called Nice in France in the mid of June, from 14 to 16 June, is this: we want to tell the world that India's innovation ecosystem has now reached its place where we can innovate for the world. We do not only innovate, but we innovate those technologies which can be easily produced at a very, very optimal price. We are a country that can have a Chandrayaan mission to the moon at close to 40% of the budget of a Hollywood movie. We want to tell the world this. During this event, we will have opportunities for business-to-business deliberations, government-to-government collaborations, and the business-to-the-client deliberations. We have identified 13 main themes across some of the most critical fields that is being talked about in today's context, starting from biotech to healthcare to critical minerals to AI to supercomputing and space and defense. And we are tying this up with some of the most well-known institutions in the country. Why are we doing this? It's basically to tell the world that, we have produced some of the top human resource. If you look at the top 500 Fortune 500 companies, global CEOs, you will have not less than 1/3 of Indian origins or Indians. We want to tell that now we are producing some of the finest ideas from the higher education institution of the countries. And that is why we are incubating some of the startups from these institutions, many of which includes IITs, IISc Bangalore, and DBT and BIRAC. The selection of startup has undergone a tedious process which started somewhere in the month of August. We received close to 2,000 ideas over a period of 2 months. Over 1,200 made up to the final stage of making the payment. We fix a small amount so that only the serious people apply. We make sure that they also submit the prototype videos of what they intend to do. So I will not go further into how the selection went through. We selected 400 people. We took them to IIT Gandhinagar base camp and then made another pitch in IIT Bombay. And finally, we are taking about 108 or 120 startups to be presented to the global audience in Nice. We have this committee headed by the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Mr. Ajay Sood. Then you have some of the IT directors in the technical oversight committees. Of course, we had the expert from the industry as the core advisory committees. We have people like Anjali Bansal, Asutosh Sharma, Gaurav Deepak, many of whom had demonstrated successfully that it is possible to invest in India, it is possible to do a startup in India. I will just give you 5 examples of what type of startup are we taking to Nice. One of them being QNU. This is a technology to send messages, very critical, very secretive messages. Most of the country face problems in sending even encrypted messages. So this company, QNU, has demonstrated that this is, through the quantum computing process, they've been able to demonstrate the sending of these data on an encrypted network for over 1,000 kilometers. Ministry of Defense, Government of India has, I think, signed an MOU already, and this has been presented to the top higher authority in the country. So they will be one of them that goes for this event. The second one, manual underwater inspection across energy and maritime sectors. The company name is called IRO. They had already raised $3 million. So this is a technology using AI for underwater observation, maritime platforms. They will be one of them from the blue economic sector. The other one is on the medtech sector, where the company's name is iStem Research. Their problem statement is lack of approved therapies to restore vision in dry AMD, which has left over 200 million patients globally without a curative options. So this company wants to bring a solution to that. They had already successfully raised $17 million of the last few years. We also have Bilatrex Aerospace in the field of space. What they do, I mean, of course, the detailed presentation is here. They want to pick up those debris in space, you know, which are left behind. And they also give both fragmented global propulsion supply chains, so they call it ARCA, Hall Effect Propulsion. This is electric propulsions, and also they also give green monopropellant system called Rudra. So the details of which is there given briefly in the PPT. So they already had raised $31 million, and they are also one of the startups that they will also be one of the companies that we are taking them to Nice. Of course, we have just heard a week ago about one of this company called Galax Eyes, where the Honorable Prime Minister of India had given praise to the startup boys who had successfully been incubated in IIT Madras. They are going to be there. And of course, the last one is Agnikul. This is one of my favorite because I visited their facilities physically in the month of March. It's so amazing to see how the country's young population is trying to build a taxi for space, to go to space, to be able to launch rocket at any time, you know, at any demand as the customer desires. They've already launched $17 million, planning to raise again another $60 million. They are already valued at $500 million. So with all of these companies coming into Nice, we are looking and requesting our friends delegates here, please make your presence there. If you want to invest in the capital in some of these companies, startup, you will have the opportunities. Some of the startup, they want to make a deal with all of you so that they have an expansion across different markets. They're looking for partnerings, And along with this, we will also be taking some of the finest institutions to make MOUs for further research and other collaborative ideas. So this is the place we're going to be having from 14 to 16. Both the head of states will be there to inaugurate the event. So to know about all the startups, you can scan this, and we hope to see you all in Nice from 14 to 16 June. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pame, for this presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav was keen to join today's Indo-French Investment Conclave. However, due to an urgent official commitment, he is unable to be present with us. He has conveyed his warm greetings to the Ambassador of France, the French delegation, industry leaders, and all participants, and has reaffirmed Madhya Pradesh's strong commitment to deepening economic and investment partnerships with France. We will soon be joined by the Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Kashyap. And before we have him with us, we are honored to welcome His Excellency, Mr. Thierry Mathieu, Ambassador of France to India, as our special guest this afternoon. May we request you all to kindly welcome him with a huge round of applause. We are also joined by Mr. Anurag Jain, Chief Secretary, Government of Madhya Pradesh. We would also like to invite Mr. Raghavendra Kumar Singh, Principal Secretary, DIPIP, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Chandramouli Shukla, Managing Director, MPIDC, on stage. We will also be joined by Mr. Manu Srivastav, Additional Chief Secretary, New and Renewable Energy Sources, Government of Madhya Pradesh. May I invite Ms. Payal Eskanvar, Director General, Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Ms. Axel, Councillor for Energy and Digital Technology, Deputy Head, Embassy of France in New Delhi. To begin the valedictory session, may I invite Ms. Payal Eskanvar, Director General, IFCI, for the opening remarks.
So much, Arushi. Good afternoon, everyone. We will shortly be joined by the Honorable Minister for MSMEs, Shri Kashyap ji. His Excellency, Mr. Thierry Mathieu, Ambassador of France to India, thank you so much for making the trip to join us for the day. I know that you keep very busy, but it means a lot to us and a lot to our delegation and the state of Madhya Pradesh to have you with us. Mr. Anurag Jain, Chief Secretary of Madhya Pradesh, senior government officials, distinguished guests, industry leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great pleasure for us to welcome you to this landmark Indo-French Investment Conclave in Madhya Pradesh for the very first time. We're so pleased because we've been able to bring together a delegation of 100 participants who are all members and companies associated with the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce for the very first time here in Bhopal. To give you a very brief introduction, our chamber was set up 49 years ago in Mumbai, and today we have a very strong presence representing 800 member companies across India and France, with 7 offices across India and a newly opened one in Paris just last month. It's been a wonderful experience for us here since yesterday. We've had a very warm and gracious welcome by the government of Madhya Pradesh and from the MPIDC. I'd like to thank you all for your warm welcome. Yesterday, our delegation visited the beautiful Tribal Museum, which I think is a living celebration of India's extraordinary tribal communities, their traditions and creativity. We were also graciously hosted by MPIDC and CII for a wonderful dinner at the Jahan Numa Palace. And this morning's visit to the Bhimbetka rock shelters was honestly an outstanding visit, and it's a true treasure that we have in this country, and I would encourage all of you to visit it if you haven't already. Coming back to this year, which already, as mentioned, it's an important year of innovation for India and France. I'd like to mention, since we just had a presentation on Bharat Innovates, that during the visit of President Emmanuel Macron to India in February, both heads of state launched the Indo-French Innovation Network. I don't know if we have a QR code. I think we do, actually. You can scan the QR code, and I would really encourage all of you to register and engage with this platform, which aims to bring together all the innovation ecosystems from India and France, where you can meet startups, companies, you can have a call for proposal, you can engage with academia. It's extremely engaging and very, very interesting. So we would really like to promote this as much as possible. It's backed by both the government of India and France, and it's a very important initiative for both countries. Coming back to today's conference, this initiative is very much in line with our initiative to promote different Indian states to French companies and to highlight their unique strengths and investment opportunities. We're truly proud to have brought together this delegation. And in a short while, you will also witness several expressions of interest that will be presented to the government of Madhya Pradesh. And I'm confident that many more partnerships will come out after today's proceedings. You'll see that there are many sectors that have shown an interest, right from ropeway and urban mobility infrastructure, higher education, virtual twin and digital technologies, agribusiness, contract farming, transport infrastructure, mobility planning, and so on and so forth. I'm also very pleased that we will be signing between the Indo-French Chamber and MPIDC an MOU to further strengthen this cooperation moving forward. I believe that this is only the start of a strong association between French companies and the state of Madhya Pradesh, and we look forward to a very strong partnership moving forward. Thank you very much, and wishing you all a great session. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Payal Kanwar, for setting the tone. Before we continue, may we request our distinguished dignitaries to join us for lamp lighting. May I now invite Mr. Anurag Jain, Chief Secretary, Government of Madhya Pradesh, for the welcome remarks. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Your Excellency, Mr. Thierry Mathau, Ambassador of France to India. It's almost a year that you are coming back to us. We really are grateful to you, and we warmly welcome you to this beautiful city of Bhopal. जैसा उसके बात कर देते लैम्प लाइटिंग मेरे बोलने के बाद कर देते. Amongst us, we also have our Honorable Minister for MSME, Mr. Chetan Kashyap, Ms. Payal Kanwar, Director General IFCI, Ms. Alexei Blekant, Mr. Manu Srivastav, Raghavendra, my dear colleagues, all the companies from France and India who are represented here today, investors and all friends. Today is not the start of Madhya Pradesh-France relationship. This is something which is being built over last many years. And last year in June, if I recall, it was 13th of June that we had an MOU between Government of France and Government of Madhya Pradesh on tourism and culture. At that time, Excellency Mathau had come here himself, and we had that MOU, and we are proceeding forward in that MOU. In Madhya Pradesh, we already have presence of companies like Calderys, Varnet, Pernod Ricard, Lima Green. Teleperformance actually employs almost 1,000 plus people in Madhya Pradesh. And almost 1/3 presence of French companies in Madhya Pradesh is in manufacturing. And manufacturing is what is real strength in Madhya Pradesh. This structured deliberation which has been organized today, I am thankful to the organizers that this will take the relationship between France and Madhya Pradesh forward. I can assure you this will be a symbiotic relationship. Till now, whoever has come to Madhya Pradesh, most of them go on to have repeat investments and they don't want to leave Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has such a cosmopolitan culture or all welcoming culture because there are no barriers in Madhya Pradesh. There's some history to this. When the states were reorganized in India in 1956, it was done on linguistic basis. But whatever was left in between in the center of the country was called Madhya Pradesh. So it has tremendous variation in culture from one area to another area. Everybody is an insider, everybody is an outsider. I mean, there's nothing, anybody who comes here feels at home because nobody is treated as an outsider in this state. Madhya Pradesh has a very strong base in agriculture. If we look at from 2012, which was the last base year for India, from there on, Madhya Pradesh has been the second fastest growing state in terms of economy in nominal terms. Many people actually want to go for the growth in real terms, but I would say actually the nominal growth is the real growth because that's the money, otherwise everything else is statistically calculated. In nominal terms when you talk about, the reason is Madhya Pradesh has made huge strides in various fields and many of them are related to agriculture, irrigation, etc. That gives a very strong base for food processing for you to be here. In the last few years, even though we had been targeting investment in the last about 1.5 decades, and a lot of good things have happened in Madhya Pradesh. Various sectors like pharma, automobile, IT, ITS, textile have been doing extraordinarily well. But in the last few years, this story has really taken a transformation. I'll share one story. We have a park called Renewable Energy Manufacturing Park in Babai Muhasa, which is about 1.5 hours from here. On 4th of December 2024, Government of Madhya Pradesh approves in the cabinet this park. It was one on the challenge mode from Government of India. Since we had started planning well in advance, on 7th of December, we had the foundation stone laying of that park. And our team, credit to Raghavendra and his team, had already engaged with the potential investors. They had already applied for land. So all the land allocation was completed on 7th of December. 100% of the park was sold out. 4th of December government approves, 7th of December it is 100% sold out. And the same day when the foundation stone was laid for the park, same day 11 companies, factories also had their foundation stone. And the remarkable piece is, next month we are going to have the first COD. So 18 months from the foundation of the park, if a company can have COD, just imagine the kind of speed which has come in the state of Madhya Pradesh. There are other investors, I will not keep repeating similar stories, but who actually had their foundation stone about 18 months back or 20 months back, and they are now planning their COD within this month or next month, where our Chief Minister will also be doing some projects like this. Similar story is our textile park that was won. So 17th of September last year, Honorable Prime Minister laid the foundation of the park. Day one, it was 100% sold out. So this is the way we are moving forward. I think I'll not repeat many parts because I saw the presentation which was made by Mr. Raghavan in the first half of the program. So if I start speaking about those things, it will be a repetition for you. But it is one state which welcomes. We have not only put our policies in place. In 2025, we actually launched 18 new policies at the time of Global Investor Summit, and it was followed by 2 more policies. So almost all sectors have a policy which is as recent as last year. The system, more importantly, the processes have been reformed. If you want to purchase a land for your industry in any industrial park, actually you can do without coming to Madhya Pradesh physically. You can do it remotely. That's the kind of facilitation our network provides. More importantly, our people are easily accessible. All those investors who are here would probably vouch for it. I should not speak, I step out of my way, but it's the kind of feedback which we keep having. And even the highest leadership, the Chief Minister, the Chief Secretary, people are easily accessible and available to resolve issues if there are any. Today, I'm told you have companies like EDF, Sanofi, Wagon, so basically nuclear power, pharmaceutical, medical devices. So we all have facilities akin to that. On the nuclear power front, we are actually, the Nuclear Power Corporation of India is building a facility in our district called Mandla, and 3 other private investors, top names in the country, have already purchased land and they are in advanced process. So we'll have 4 nuclear plants, and France is known for its nuclear plants. If you want to expand further, you're all welcome. And I wish success to this partnership, and I hope that you will enjoy being in Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh will benefit from your presence and your investment. Thank you so much. Welcome once again.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging address and continued support towards strengthening the state's investment partnerships. We now invite our dignitaries for the ceremonial lamp lighting, symbolizing knowledge, prosperity, and the spirit of partnerships. May I request the Honorable Minister for MSME, Mr. Chaitanya Kashyap, His Excellency, Mr. Thierry Matthew, Ambassador of France to India, Mr. Anurag Jain, Chief Secretary, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Ms. Payalis Kanwar, Director General, Indo-French Chamber of Commerce Industry, and all our other guests, distinguished guests, to join us for lamp lighting.
Shubham Kurudvam
Thank you. It is now my privilege to invite His Excellency Mr. Thierry Matteau, Ambassador of France to India, for a special address. Can we again have a huge round of applause to welcome him?
Thank you very much. Dear Chief Guest, Honorable Minister for MSME, dear Chief Secretary of the Government of MP, Mr. Singh, distinguished guests, Madame la Directrice Générale, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar, very good afternoon, dear bonjour. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. As you said rightly, dear Chief Secretary, 1 year quite after my last visit to MP. First of all, I would like to thank the government of MP and the Chief Minister. I think I will have a pleasure to meet with him in the evening for the warm welcome extended to the French delegation, composed of over 50 companies, representatives from a wide variety of sectors, as well as representatives from the French Embassy and the Team France. The diversity and the size of the delegation reflect the interest to do more in the state of MP, as well as the strength of the French ecosystem in India, with over 700 subsidiaries representing more than 450,000 direct employees in India. So I would like to thank the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry for its leadership in organizing such an event following President Macron's visit to India in February this year, and ahead of a number of important events, including, of course, the visit of Prime Minister of India to the G7 Leaders Summit in Evian, and a bilateral visit in Nice, where we'll have the pleasure to welcome the event Bharat Innovates, which was just introduced by the Ministry of Education. I am proud that French companies are committing to stepping up their activity in MP, a region with a sustainable growth of 8% that represents close to 5% of India's domestic product. This state, therefore, plays a key role in the nation's economic development thanks to its central allocation. Its economy is diverse and builds on agriculture and food processing, energy and mining, defense, textile and luxury industries, supported by a number of policies and incentives you presented during this conference. So I hope that will play a role in the ambition of a state to double its GDP before 2030 and to become a key hub for industrial, logistical and technological activities by 2047 through sectorial diversification of the activities and strengthening of the industrial value chain. In order to achieve that, you can count on the strong presence and expertise of French large companies and SMEs in almost all key sectors. In MP, this presence covers agriculture and food processing, technical industrial solution and certifications, logistics and automobile services, retail and distribution, and energy. Several of them have also expressed further interest to increase investments and presence through this event. To this end, the Embassy of France and Team France are providing support and specific financing tools together with the French Development Agency as well as multilateral institutions. We want to focus on the preservation of environmental ecosystem and biodiversity, a subject that is not only of importance for the state, but also for the development of infrastructure and smart cities. This discussion could not be more timely as India and France are strengthening their strategic partnership and have launched, as it was said earlier, this year the Indian-France Year of Innovation 2026, supporting on the business front by the Indo-French Innovation Network, which was briefly introduced. Following the presentation of the Ministry of Education regarding this important event will be organized in Nice, I would like to highlight the complementarity between Bharat Innovates and this joint platform, which was launched jointly by the Prime Minister of India and our head of state in Mumbai last February. What is exactly the Indo-French Innovation Network? So as I said, it's a digital platform, the first of its kind, which ambition is to create bridges between French and Indian ecosystem. When I mean ecosystem, I refer to large companies, SMEs, startups, of course, universities, institutions, and even local governments. So, to complement the success of this event, which will be organized in Nice, I insist, and it will be actually the message of the head of state of France, the necessity for all the participants to this event to register on this platform, because actually it's very important to organize an event, but much more important to have it follow up by other initiatives. So once again, we welcome the event organized in Nice, and we look forward, all the members and all the attendants to this event, to join the platform, the Indo-French Platform for Innovation, which ambition is to find new partnership, financing sources, and projects to jointly develop in the sector of innovation. So France stands ready to partner public and private sector together to advance sustainable growth, connectivity, resilience, and innovation in India as large, but more specifically in Madhya Pradesh. So last year, I came to highlight the cooperation between France and MP in the sector of tourism and culture. It's the occasion for me to remind here that France is the only country to have a cultural and linguistic institute in Bhopal, what we call Alliance Française, French Alliance, a place where everybody can go to learn French, but also with vocation is to create bridges between universities. As a matter of fact, we have lots of interaction with universities and different academic institutions in this state. So next step is clearly economic. When I met Chief Minister last year, I told him that we would be back, so thanks to IFCI, here we are, and I hope that this event will be the start of a new adventure for French stakeholders, companies in MP. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency, for your valuable remarks and for reinforcing the strength of the Indo-French strategic and economic partnership. We now move on to the exchange of MOUs and presentation of expressions of interest by French companies to the government authorities here. This moment reflects the growing confidence of French companies in Madhya Pradesh and the commitment towards the long-term collaboration and investment. And I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Priyank Prakash, Deputy Head for Advocacy and Content at the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to take us through the ceremony.
Thank you, Arushi. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, can we have a big round of applause for all of you for being here? Thank you so much for making this happen for us. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, distinguished delegates, industry leaders, and esteemed guests. It is my pleasure to announce this next segment of this program. We now move on to the exchange and presentation of MOUs and EOIs, expressions of interest, symbolizing new avenues of collaboration between Indian and French institutions, industries, and investors across key sectors. To begin with, I'd like to announce the first MOU. This is between IFFCI and MPIDC. And representing the government, I'd like to invite Shri Raghavendra Kumar Singh, PS, Department of Industrial Policy and Investment Promotion, and Ms. Payal Kanwar, Director General of IFFCI. I'll give a brief description of this. The MPIDC and IFFCI have entered into a partnership to strengthen trade and investment ties between Madhya Pradesh and France. The collaboration focuses on promoting French investments in the state, facilitating business linkages, and organizing joint activities such as seminars and trade fairs. It also includes institutional coordination to support cross-border collaboration and innovation partnerships. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Sanofi India. Representing from the government, we have Shri Chandramouli Shukla, Managing Director, MPIDC. And from the company, we have with us Mr. Nakul Verma, Senior Director, Public Affairs at Sanofi India. I'll give a quick background to this. The National Health Mission, Madhya Pradesh, and Sanofi India have partnered to strengthen public health services with a focus on improving access, early detection, and treatment of non-communicable diseases, such as diabetes as well as rare diseases. Collaboration includes awareness programs, school health programs, capacity building for healthcare workers, and deployment of mobile medical units in underserved districts to provide free screening, treatment, and teleconsultation services. Thank you so much. Moving forward, we have our expressions of interest. The first one is for NG Energy India. NG Energy proposes a collaboration with Madhya Pradesh to advance renewable energy development, including solar, wind, hybrid projects, and energy storage. I'm going to keep this short, so I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Dhananjay Kumar, Head of Regulatory and Corporate Affairs at NG Energy India Private Limited. And once again, I'd like to also invite Shri Manu Srivastav, ACS NRE Department. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Tesca Textiles, who propose establishing a manufacturing facility with an investment of approximately 125 to 150 crore, focused on technical textiles for automobile and mobility sectors. I'd like to invite Shri Raghavendra Kumar Singh, PS DIPIP. From the company, I'd like to invite Mr. Pradeep Charger, He's the COO, Tesca Textiles, and Mr. Lokesh Jain, who's the head of finance for the company. Thank you. I'm going to keep this rolling now. Next up, we have Dassault System India. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Aditya Vidyarthi, Director, Clients and Public Services at Dassault System, and Sri Raghavendra Kumar Singh once again. I'll give the description, and you may please take the pictures as we go. Please come up. Dassault Systems propose using virtual twin technologies to support industrial development, urban planning, water management, and digital governance in the state. Thank you. Next up, we have Souffle Malt. I'd like to invite on stage from the company Mr. Jean-Marc Leclerc, CEO of Souffle Malt, and Mr. Binay Agarwal, who's the Deputy CEO of the company. And on the authorities side, we have Shri Chandramouli Shukla, Managing Director, MPIDC. So Souffle Malt proposes a collaboration with MP to develop a contract farming ecosystem for malting grade barley focused on improved crop varieties, farmer training, and strengthening collection and storage infrastructure. Thank you. Next up, we have Sistra India. And I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Jay Bardhan, who's the CEO of Design Services for the company, and Mr. Shabiul Hamd, who's a Senior Urban Designer. And on the authorities side, we have, I'd like to invite Shri Divyang Singh, Additional Commissioner. Can we have a round of applause, please? Thank you. Sistra proposes collaboration on integrated transport and infrastructure development, including highways, railways, metros, and urban mobility systems. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Poma Ropeways. And I'd like to invite on stage from the company Mr. Sharik Khan, New Projects Manager. While he comes up on stage, I'd like to quickly tell you all what this EOI is about. On the authorities side, we have Mr. Divyang Singh, once again, Additional Commissioner. Can we have the volunteer? Thank you. So Poma Ropeways proposes developing ropeway and cable-based mobility systems across the state to support urban transport, tourism, and sustainable connectivity. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Avan City and Medicaps University. From the university, I'd like to invite Professor Amod Bhatt, who's the Director for India and Middle East from Avan City, and Mr. Palash Garg, who's a member governing body of Medicaps University and Managing Director of the Innovation and Incubation Foundation. And this will be presented to Mr. Chandramouli Shukla, MD, MPIDC once again. So the university proposed establishing a new academic institution in Madhya Pradesh centered on AI, technology, and innovation-driven education. Thank you so much. I'd like you to remain on stage. Can we call everyone else who presented EOIs and MOUs for a quick group picture? Thank you so much. And with this, we end this section of the program. Back to Arushi.
Thank you, Priyank. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now an honor to invite our chief guest, Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Chaitanya Kashyap, for the keynote address. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Indo-French Investment Conclave में आज हमारे बीच उपस्थित फ्रांस के राजदूत थियरी मथौ, सामान्यतया मैं इंग्लिश में बोलता हूँ और हिंदी में भी बोल सकता हूँ, परंतु मैं चाहूँगा कि हिंदी के अंदर हम बोलें, बाकी बात जो आवश्यक हो वो आपको बताती जाएगी। तो मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूँ। I extend a warm welcome to His Excellency Mr. Thierry Mathou, Ambassador of France to India, representative of all Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry, एवं मंच पर अभी आपके बीच में हमारे मुख्य सचिव अनुराग जैन जी ने मध्य प्रदेश के माहौल के बारे में आपको बताया है। हमारे मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव जी को आज इस कॉन्क्लेव के अंदर रहना था, परंतु नॉर्थ ईस्ट में आसाम में थर्ड टर्म में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनी है। उनकी ओथ सेरेमनी में उनको जाना आवश्यक था, तो आज नहीं रहे, परंतु उन्होंने अपनी शुभकामनाएं प्रेषित करी है कि जो भारत और फ्रांस के बीच में तथा विशेषकर उसमें मध्य प्रदेश की भूमिका एक महत्वपूर्ण स्थान पर बनी रहे, इसके लिए उन्होंने शुभकामनाएं दी है और उन्होंने आश्वस्त भी करा है कि मध्य प्रदेश ने ऐसी औद्योगिक नीतियों का निर्माण करा है, वह ऐसी व्यवस्थाओं का निर्माण करा है कि जिनमें हम स्वतंत्र रूप से हर प्रकल्प के लिए, हर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए हम इंडिपेंडेंटली पॉलिसीज बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि मध्य प्रदेश एक लैंडलॉक स्टेट है, हार्ट ऑफ इंडिया है और इसे शांति का टापू भी कहते हैं। मध्य प्रदेश में इंडस्ट्रियल लेबर रिलेशनशिप एक अपने आप में बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण जो लंबे समय से हम देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पर इस मामले में मध्य प्रदेश ने अपना स्थान देश के अंदर बहुत ऊंचा बना रखा है। और मध्य प्रदेश में निवेश की संभावनाओं के लिए MPIDC के माध्यम से औद्योगिक निवेश के लिए, चाहे हमारा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिपार्टमेंट हो, उन्होंने निवेश के लिए जो जो आवश्यक नई नीतियां हैं, चाहे स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी की बात हो या IT सेक्टर की बात हो, टूरिज्म क्षेत्र रीजन में भी, टूरिज्म में मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर जितने हमारे पास में फॉरेस्ट हैं उनके लिए अलग से नीतियाँ, टूरिज्म, होटल इंडस्ट्री और लॉजिस्टिक, क्योंकि हम मध्य प्रदेश भारत के दिल में हैं और यहाँ से हम पूरे भारत की सप्लाई चेन को डेवलप कर सकते हैं। तो यह एक ऐसा राज्य है कि जिसने इरिगेशन में एक नई ऊंचाइयों को हासिल करा है। हमारे पास जितनी ज़मीन है, जितना एवरेज हम लोगों को इरिगेटेड लैंड है, वह 70% के आसपास हो चुका है। और इरिगेशन से फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री की संभावनाएं काफ़ी अच्छी यहाँ बनी हुई है। मेरा स्वयं का फूड प्रोसेसिंग का काम है, मेज ग्राइंडिंग हम लोग करते हैं। और फ्रांस की एक कंपनी है रैकिट ने पूरी दुनिया में वो सार्बिटोल और कॉर्न के जितने प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उसके अंदर एक पायोनियर स्टेटस है उनका। उन्होंने इंडिया के अंदर एक प्लांट भी लगाया है और इसी तरीके के कई फूड प्रोसेसिंग के प्लांट जिनकी संभावनाएं अब मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर काफ़ी हो चुकी है। तो हम उन्हें इस तरीके के कार्यक्रमों के माध्यम से आह्वान भी करेंगे और उनका स्वागत भी करेंगे कि वे मध्य प्रदेश में आए और यहाँ के औद्योगिक वातावरण और जो हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए नई अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ डेवलप करी है, उन सारी अपॉर्चुनिटी का लाभ लें। आज 8-10 MOU करे गए हैं, उसमें हमारे फ्रांस की कंपनियों के कई प्रमुख प्रतिनिधि जो मध्य प्रदेश में ऑलरेडी कार्य कर रहे हैं, वे लोग भी उपस्थित हुए हैं। और मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने ईज ऑफ डूइंग में नॉन क्रिमिनलाइजेशन का जो एक पूरा सिस्टम क्रिएट करा है, उसमें हम लोग देश के अंदर नंबर 1 है। क्योंकि इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन करना और फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए सबसे महत्वपूर्ण पार्ट है। और देश ने अभी लेबर लॉ के अंदर भी महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि हासिल करी है। हमने करीब 50 से 60, 50 से 60 हमारे जो कानून थे उनको समेट करके 4 लेबर लॉ को आइडेंटिफाइड करे हैं। तो ये सारे परिवर्तन हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लीडरशिप में, जो मेक इन इंडिया की हम बात करते हैं, परंतु मेक इन इंडिया भी हो, उसके साथ में विदेशों के साथ में हमारा सहयोग भी बने। यूरोप के साथ में या फ्रांस के साथ में जो हमारा सहयोग चल रहा है, क्योंकि आज भी यूरोप ही भारत का एक्सपोर्ट का सबसे बड़ा पार्टनर है। भारत का एक्सपोर्ट चाहे कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट हो, फूड प्रोडक्ट हो, टेक्सटाइल हो, उस सब में यूरोप का हमारा शेयर काफ़ी बड़ा है। US के साथ में हम लोग बार बार ट्राई करते हैं, परंतु वह शेयर हमारा नहीं है। तो हमारे लिए नेचुरल पार्टनर के रूप में यूरोप है और यूरोप में खास करके फ्रांस के साथ में हम लोग लगातार डिफेंस सेक्टर से लेकर अलग अलग क्षेत्रों के अंदर हम लोग कार्य कर रहे हैं। तो मैं इस अवसर पर यही कहूँगा कि मध्य प्रदेश में हमारे मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव जी के नेतृत्व में इंडस्ट्री के लिए एक माहौल बनाया है, एक वातावरण निर्मित करा है। और वातावरण ही नहीं, उसको ज़मीन पर उतारना, जो ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टमेंट समिट में तक पूरे 1 साल के अंदर हमने करीब करीब 30 लाख करोड़ के हमारे प्रस्ताव आए थे। उन प्रस्ताव में से 8 लाख करोड़ के प्रस्ताव को हम अमली जामा पहना चुके हैं, उनको हम ज़मीन पर उतार चुके हैं। तो यह निश्चित रूप से एक बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है और मध्य प्रदेश अब एक इमर्जिंग स्टेट के रूप में है कि जहाँ पर भारत के उद्योगपति या यहाँ की जो हमारी व्यवस्थाएं हैं इसमें विदेश के उद्योगपति और विदेशी निवेश की संभावनाएं, ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर हो जो आज हम देख रहे हैं पीथमपुर का, उसका जितना ग्रोथ हमने लिया है, पीथमपुर के बाद में अब टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर में हमने पीएम मित्रा पार्क का जो शुरुआत अभी करी है, ये एक बहुत बड़े अपॉर्चुनिटी के रूप में है और इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए हम पूरे देश व दुनिया के अंदर अपनी बात को रखना चाह रहे हैं कि मध्य प्रदेश एक ऐसा निवेश का क्षेत्र है कि जहाँ पर शांति, क्योंकि पीस सबसे बड़ी बात है, आज शांति पूरी दुनिया के अंदर लोग चाहते हैं और वही शांति की बात मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर है कि यहाँ का एक जो सोशल व कल्चरल मॉडल है और जो लेबर की यहाँ की अवेलेबिलिटी है, इन सब का लाभ लेते हुए मध्य प्रदेश निवेश के अंदर, उद्योग के अंदर नई ऊंचाइयों को प्राप्त करे और फ्रांस के हमारे राजदूत और जो उनके सभी साथीगण यहाँ उपस्थित हुए हैं, मैं उनका पुनः स्वागत करता हूँ और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपके और हमारे बीच में यह सहयोग निरंतर बढ़ता रहेगा और एक विश्वास की कड़ी के रूप में मध्य प्रदेश के साथ में हम भारत के विकास की नई अवरचना को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ जय हिंद, जय भारत।
I will just summarize what Honorable Minister sir was saying. So he extends a warm welcome to His Excellency Honorable Minister sir. Then he also spoke about our Honorable Chief Minister being in Guwahati. He was supposed to join this program, and he has given best wishes to this India-France relationship, in particular with respect to Madhya Pradesh. He has also assured on behalf of Chief Minister that the kind of policies Madhya Pradesh has given, as has been already mentioned during my presentation, is almost suits each and every sector. Madhya Pradesh has been a land of peace. It is centrally located. We have a very good and robust labor environment. Through through MP Industrial Development Corporation and MP State Electronics Development Corporation, Madhya Pradesh is going way beyond its capacity and going in a big way. New policies related to space sector, policies related to IT and tourism that has been created. In tourism in particular, the hotel industry, the logistic and warehousing sector has also improved. And we can be, Madhya Pradesh can be a kind of, we can have a very good supply chain. We are centrally located. So that was the thing Honorable Minister sir mentioned. Then he spoke about irrigation potential. Around 60 to 70% our area has been turned into irrigated area. And with this improvement, we are going to do well in food processing center. We can have a great collaboration between French companies to Madhya Pradesh. Then he invited the French companies, please come to Madhya Pradesh. We have the kind of industrial advantage. You can take advantage of our policies, the kind of investment opportunities. He also thanked the MOUs and EUIs, which has been between different organizations from Madhya Pradesh and French companies. He specifically spoke about ease of doing business, the process of going for non-criminalization of policies. In ease of doing business, he has said that Madhya Pradesh has been #1 in entire country. The kind of labor laws which is almost one of the easiest in entire country. India is doing wonderfully well in the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, the kind of Make in India campaign and the kind of support central government has given to other states and also. Then he spoke about the kind of the natural partnership with France. India-France relationship has always been a very strong and robust partnership, specifically in defense partnership and several other sectors. EU, France, and India, the kind of cooperation, collaboration can be one of the most wonderful thing. It can be even bigger than the Indo-US relationship. He spoke about Honorable Chief Minister's effort in getting almost 30% of investments which were placed during Global Investor Summit last year. Almost 1/3 has been grounded online. The work is on. He spoke about, in particular, about automobile sector, big presence in Pithampur, and the big opportunities in integrated textile, that is the PM Mitra Park in Dhar. Then finally, he spoke about Madhya Pradesh being a state which can be termed as land of peace, land of tranquility, the kind of socio-cultural model. So that is the best thing about Madhya Pradesh. Then once again he welcomed Honorable His Excellency Indian Ambassador of France to India, and he wished well for MP India-France relationship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your inspiring address and for outlining the state's vision for growth, innovation, and international collaboration. May I request all dignitaries to rise for an official group photograph. We would like to take a moment and present a token of gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Chaitanya Kashyap. May I request His Excellency Mr. Thierry Matteau, Ambassador of France to India, to kindly do the honors. Can we have a huge round of applause? Thank you, Excellency. May I now invite Ms. Payal Kanwar to kindly felicitate Shri Anurag Jain, Chief Secretary of the Government of Madhya Pradesh, with a memento. Thank you, Payal. I now invite Ms. Axel, Deputy Head of the French Regional Economic Department for India and South Asia, Embassy of France in India, to present a memento to Mr. Raghavendra Kumar Singh, to Mr. Manu Srivastav, Additional Chief Secretary, New and Renewable Energy Sources, Government of Madhya Pradesh. May I now invite Ms. Shweta Pahuja, Regional Director for IFFCI Western Region, to felicitate Mr. Chandramoli Shukla, Managing Director, MPIDC. May I now invite Ms. Rishika Roy, Deputy Director, Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to kindly felicitate Mr. Raghavendra Kumar Singh, Principal Secretary, Department of Industrial Policy Investment Promotion, Government of Madhya Pradesh, with a memento. Rishika. The government of Madhya Pradesh would also like to thank, acknowledge, and felicitate the guests from France and the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to invite Mr. Raghavendra Kumar Singh again to kindly felicitate His Excellency Mr. Thierry Matteau, Ambassador of France to India. Mr. Singh may also request you to felicitate Ms. Payal S. Kanwar, Director General, Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Ms. Axel, Deputy Head of the French Regional Economic Department for India and South Asia for the Embassy of France in New Delhi. May I invite on stage Mr. Armstrong Pame, Joint Secretary, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education. We would request Mr. Singh to also felicitate Mr. Pame. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end and to the close of the formal conference proceedings. I'd like to thank our partners for the event, MPIDC and Government of Madhya Pradesh, for their excellent collaboration and support. Our event partners, Platinum partner Geodis, Gold partners Dassault Systems, Sanofi and Mernet Group, Silver partner Legum Solis in association with Grata International, and supporting partners, the French Treasury in South Asia and India, the CCEF, CII, and Global Investment and Trade Advisors, Geeta. A special mention and special thanks to Women in Tech India and Alliance Francaise for their valuable support and volunteer assistance towards the successful organization of the conclave. And finally, the annual patrons of the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the year-long support. Thank you all for your presence and participation. We now invite you to continue the discussions during the B2B meetings and networking high tea organized on the sidelines. You must have received the details and timings for your B2B meeting, so we will just give us a few minutes for the setup. We wish you all a very pleasant evening and thank you all once again for joining us at the Indo-French Investment Conclave in Madhya Pradesh.
Quick announcement for the companies that presented EOIs and MOUs, if we could all just meet here as we'd be leaving together in a short while.
Also a request for the B2B and the B2G meetings, the hall on the right hand side to mine, to the podium, for the government meetings to assemble over there right after the high tea. Thank you.